Yes, it's another exciting week, and we are here with Ones to Watch right here on VNTV. We are accessible on www.vnatv.com. Follow us on all our social media platforms, and let's get interactive. Well, on Ones to Watch, we bring you closer to your stars, celebrities, people who are entrepreneurs. Wherever they are, we get closer to them. We ask them a lot of things. And today with me, I have someone who has served God for so many years, and he's using his talent. I'm talking about the voice. Yes, he's using his voice to serve God in his house. And I'll be introducing him soon. But then don't forget that this program is supported by Urban Clothes. If you want sneakers, belt, watches, I mean designer ones, all the brands from across the world, they've got it. Yes, their numbers are 023-682-2499 or 024-114-2503. Or those of you using Tigo, you can call them on 027-27-61229. Yes, they are located opposite Adum Plaza, and you can find them opposite Bachona Total Filling Station, not far from VNTV, right inside King Solomon's Heights. We'll be right back after the break. Please stay. Yes, so you're welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is still Ones to Watch right here on VNTV. Yes, today I told you that we've got a seasoned minister of God in the house, and we are going to be getting so close to him. But don't forget, it is supported by Urban Clothes. If you want all the designer brands, they've got it for you. All the occasions, they are ready for you. You're welcome. Can I call you Minister Nat?
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah, Minister Nat, you're welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just quickly just move on and ask, who is Minister Nat?
Minister Nat is a musician by calling.
Calling?
Yes.
I like that. I'm placing emphasis on that,
yes,
because I'll still come back and hammer on that.
And then accountant by profession.
Accountant?
Yes.
Amazing.
And I have passion for souls. So I'm an outreacher. I go out to minister not only by music also, but also through the word of God.
Amazing. So tell us how your childhood was, your childhood. And you said calling. So at what age were you called to start ministering? Yeah,
I would say that music, it's in the family because my father is a musician.
Amazing.
So So my mom once told me that when I was 5 years old, my dad used to take me to the studio, because then they had a studio at Arena in Accra, and where KK Kabubo used to record.
Yes, I have heard his name. Yes,
used to record this, and my dad is one of the founding members of Ulomo band, and so
were you part of it for a while?
No, I wasn't. My dad was part of. So he was a founding member of the Ulomo band. He has sung with.
Is that a traditional band?
It's more like a traditional band, like you know. Whenever they are doing the Homo Festival, they come together to play more like a traditional song. So he was one of the founding members before God called him into music, full-time ministry as a pastor.
But you know, people have this perception about the Ulomo. Yes. You know, sometimes it's like there are a lot of traditions and libation pouring and all that. And for you being a minister of God, how did you see that? What was your take on that? Did you feel your father was on an other side?
I was young, so I didn't really have that. I didn't have the opportunity to stay with my dad for long, because my dad traveled at a very young age. But what my mom told me was that he is a founding member of the Ulomo band. He sang with Amanziba and Rexoma. Those, you know, they were also part of that particular band. And the guy who did the song Aife Noche, one of those guys. Yes. He was also part of the band. So basically, music started at a very young age, and it's in the blood because my sister also sings.
I was about to ask that.
How
many are you?
We're just two.
You and your sister. And both of you are singers.
Yes.
And she's got something going on with her life aside from
singing. Yes. She's not really recording artist, as in like what I'm doing, but she sings with her choir in the church. She's one of the key members there. So let me say, music is something that is more like a gift from the family.
Gift. Are you pursuing music as a full-time?
Yes, currently. Currently.
That's what you're
yes.
fully doing right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Okay. And how difficult has it been when you started, you wanted to venture? You knew from the onset that this is a calling from God to do gospel, right?
Yes.
Or were you torn between doing secular and gospel?
I have not necessarily been somebody who has ventured doing secular before, even though I have the background from secular, if you per se, because of where my dad started from. But even when I was in SHS, we were in a music group, and basically they were asking me to do more of chorus for their music in the studio, which was not necessarily a gospel song. It was more of a reggae song. So that is where the desire to pursue.
So you started
music,
from secular before?
Not really as in secular, because the reason why I was saying not really as secular, because I was not seen as a member of the group. I was only brought in whenever they need somebody to sing chorus.
But you became part of it.
I wasn't part of the group because I never performed.
But your voice or whatever it is you are contributing is part of what the group produces.
Maybe you would say that, but I
maybe
didn't
you weren't a recorded member.
No, I wasn't a part. Like more like oh, better chorus with mommy. Or oh, this line, your voice is.
Didn't you think that God has called me to serve and I don't want to do this? We're doing it because of the
no money involved.
So
there
why
wasn't
were
any
you
money.
doing
It was like boys, SHS, or we have this song, entertainment, you know, that kind of thing. It wasn't really, and back then in SHS, I wasn't really into the gospel thing. Like let's say, like I'm a minister. You know, like other people would say, you're a minister of God, doing it. I was singing in church, but I didn't really feel caught.
At what age did you shoot? Like you
yes,
really
I started in university, level 100. Because then when I was in university, that was when I realized that I was caught.
Okay. So
that was when I realized.
You recorded some singles?
Yes, my first recording was in 2011. That was after university. I finished university in 2010.
You started in university and then you recorded after university. So what were you doing through that whole period?
I was 7 under.
Praying, fasting?
No, I was 7 under. I served under the Nat Abbey of Blessed Memory. I served under Ikenano. I served under Nyokai. And then I was also part of Men of Worship music.
So you were ministry. Grooming yourself.
Yes, basically. You were learning. Basically, I was really learning. Yes.
So did you ever at any point feel like, let me just quit on this ministry?
There have been a lot of challenges, trust me. If I tell there haven't been. Challenges of recognition, because then I didn't understand the seasons of calling. Everybody has 6 seasons that when you're called into, you go to. The seed time. You know, seed time, you don't go about looking for reward, but looking for opportunity to invest. And then the harvest time. The harvest time is when you actually harvest from the seed. Even in your harvest time, you can go through a season of day or night.
That's in Genesis, right?
Yes, the day where you can be seen, the night where you are doing so much, but you don't see it. The night where God gives you vision and dreams, because we don't dream at the day, we dream at the night. That's why we sleep at the night. And even you can also go through the winter and then the summer. So I didn't understand the seasons of my calling because I was doing so much. I felt.
Did you think you just point and shoot and then you were there?
That is what I thought, because I had it. I'm somebody who plays a keyboard. I'm somebody who trained voices. I'm somebody who I've learned under great people. I came out with a single. I felt, well,
you
I
felt
should
that
be
was
out
enough
there.
for
Yes,
you to make it.
I felt, oh well, I get some gigs and get some programs to go in minister school. I should be there. But you know, God works with seasons and times. So I believe that was the challenge. I mean, I had a band somewhere in 2011. We had a challenge.
Band.
Yes, a gospel band. We had a challenge. You had to split.
What happened?
Because, you know, the people had to relocate. Some of them left the church.
No money issue?
No. For me, as an artist, I've always separated myself from the band. I always let my manager handles the band, where I, as an artist, stand as a difference. So when we're dealing with money, it's my manager that deals with the band.
So aside recognition?
Aside recognition, sometimes there was a day we went to an event, we were on bill, I brought the band, myself, everybody, and the guy saw us. He just said hello, And that was it. They never called us, they never recognized us, and the program was over. And that was a big blow for the whole band because they felt like insulted. We never charged. We picked our own car to get to the place, and it was a season that God was actually teaching us patience.
You served in the church. You understudied in the church.
Yes.
And there is always the affliction of the righteous.
Yeah.
Did you ever become a prey to the ladies in the church? Like,
for me,
I'm not done.
Okay.
I mean, things happen when you are in the choir. A lot of things. So, were you a prey, or you became the devourer on the choristers in the church?
Me, I was a bad boy.
Oh,
because
amazing. What a revelation. My
no,
goodness,
the reason I would say I was a bad boy was because I was born in a Christian family. So I needed that kind of conversion because I was going to church with my parents. That's what they taught me to do. So I needed my own point of relationship with God, and I personally pursued to be a bad boy because I said if God is real, then he should come for me. Because I was like, we are going to church, we just go to church, everybody is going to church. But
then you were still raised from a Christian home.
Yes, but for me, I didn't have an encounter. And for me, I feel that with the reading of the Bible, everybody who became a Christian, everybody who became a follower of Jesus and a follower of God had a point where they had a revelation with God. They had an encounter with God. So I needed my encounter for me to know that this Christianity is not just what I've read, but what I've experienced. So I told myself I wanted to be a bad boy. I broke my virginity at the age of 13 years. And for me, I wanted to go wild for God to come and catch me, and he caught me.
Wow. So since then, it just opened the doors, and you were diverging.
I decided.
You were diverging and diverging.
I decided, not really diverging, but maybe God wanted me to have that experience so that when I meet my wife, I can know how to handle it.
So you can say that you had sexual struggle.
I was the one who wanted to struggle. It wasn't
you put yourself in that position.
Yes, I pushed myself into it because sometimes when the opportunity is not even giving itself, I go for it. It's like I wanted, you don't understand, like I wanted God to come out for me because this hallelujah business is all about going to church, lift your hands, pray. I didn't have that. I didn't feel that relationship.
Were you daring God?
I wasn't daring God. Maybe
you wanted him to come for you.
I wanted to have an encounter.
Something to provoke God.
Not really provoke. I wanted
you know
him
God
to.
didn't want that. 13 years, and since then, like highway.
Let me say, I got convicted in SHS.
So 13 years, I guess you were in JHS.
Yes, JHS too.
Wow, like for so many years, you were doing things.
Oh, I will not say that is a bad thing for me. It was a good thing for me.
Why is it good?
It was a good thing for me because if I had not had that, I would be doing that now.
Did it take long for God to come to you and then get you out of?
I don't know how long God.
It just happened like that?
I don't know how long it will be for God. Maybe God had any plan that I should have that experience. Because with what I was doing, I was thinking like I was just enjoying myself. I wasn't like, oh God, I'm going to do it for you to come for me. That wasn't what I had in mind. But I wanted to experience life for myself. You understand? Because at a very young age, I had everything. My dad has traveled every time. They send money, you have your own. At the age of 11 years, I had my own room. I was in my own room. Not in an apartment. Out. Yes, but like in the house, my mom has a house. So I have my own room. My sister had a whole room. I had my own key. At 11 years, I had my own TV.
You saw that as bad?
No, not like bad. But then at that time, you don't have that. You can't get that.
No, if there are enough rooms in the house, every person gets a room.
Not really
every child
like in the
gets
house. It's a different house. Like everybody and their gates. It's not like the way a room is that you have maybe 3-bedroom apartment.
So the fact that you had your own room gave room for you to do things that you wanted?
I had everything at my disposal.
Money? You had money at your
everything at my disposal.
Wow. Were you stealing?
No.
How did you get money at
my dad sends me money. Like we send you, this money is for you. This money is for your sister. This money is for your mom. And this one is for the house. So after everything is done, I had my own account at the age of 10 years.
What bank?
Oh, you know the oldest bank now, GCB.
Because you're supposed to be at a okay, maybe kiddies, those
Yes,
kiddies accounts.
yes, those accounts. I had my own account. I had my own money that my mom can go and withdraw.
So it means you were a DB, more like that.
More like that, if you can say that. So I didn't see any struggle until I got to SS. When my dad stopped all the things, I don't know, for one reason or the other, stopped all what he wanted to do. So I had to now eat Gary. You know, go to, and that time too, I was a bad boy. Now, I won't say I was a good boy, I was a bad boy. I was not stealing.
And the hunger never even prompted you to stop being bad, because you don't even have enough to eat, much less give to the ladies. Why? When they visit you, they eat Gary with you.
I'm a fresh boy, so I don't
wow.
give this.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
Maybe I should show you some of my old pictures.
I would love to see them. You're going to show them. Definitely. And our viewers out there would have to confirm whether or not you're fresh. But beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, of course.
Just like our lives lies in the eyes of Jehovah.
Amazing. Okay, so yes, to every person that smiles or whatever it is, there is a story to it. We'll be right back after the break. Please stay. Yeah, so you're welcome back. This is still Ones to Watch, and it's already been fun and exciting because we've started, you know, hitting certain things, and it's, I don't know, it's not getting hotter, it's getting interesting because you have to know a lot of things about these men of God that you listen to their songs, we worship to their songs. To every person, there is a story. Don't forget that this program is supported by Urban Clothes. If you want the best and original belt, watches, sneakers, caps, whatever it is, whatever occasion that you want to go, they are ready for you and they've got all that you want. Their telephone numbers are 023-6822-499 or 024-114-2503, and those of you using Tigo, 027-2761-229. Yes, they are not far from Bachuna Total Filling Station, close to VNTV, inside King Solomon's Height. Yes, Minister Nat. I like the Minister Nat. What's your take on marriage before sex?
I would not say that marriage before sex is good or bad.
You need to give a stand.
Okay, you want me to take a stand?
Yes, take a stand.
Definitely, the Bible funds sex before marriage.
Yes.
So basically, it's not good. But I didn't get opportunity to.
You had the opportunity. You chose to.
When you say maybe,
you knew what you were doing.
I broke. Let me say, I broke my virginity before meeting my wife.
Yes.
So if that, from that perspective.
Yes. Unless you told me you met your wife when you were like, you married when you were 12 years. No, it doesn't make sense.
Sorry.
No, let's continue.
Maybe you can ask me. I got married at the age of 25.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So your take on marriage before sex?
I will go for that you don't have sex before you get married. So I always tell people, I counsel the youth a lot because of what I've been through. That's why I'm saying that.
Are you trying to stop them from enjoying what you enjoyed?
No, the issue is this. Everybody has his story. Are you getting me? If you do it out of negligence, out of ignorance, what I was doing wasn't that I knew that maybe if I do something like this, maybe it will cause a pregnancy or it will do. I didn't have an idea of pregnancy.
But did you make a child before you got married?
No, I didn't have.
Okay. You're trying to be smart.
Oh, no. I'm being realistic. I'm telling you my life story. And I'm not ashamed to share it.
Fine boy, no they pay.
That's just by the way.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I don't stop people from enjoying what I've enjoyed. But don't enjoy what I've enjoyed at the expense of losing your life, because you don't know when you'll be called. I had the opportunity of being called into ministry, maybe because of this experience, for me to be able to use you.
So if you were not called and you had lost your life,
God knows everything. He knows the end from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I'm saying is that I am talking from as a counselor, and I'm talking to you based on the fact that you don't say, okay, well, because Minister Nat Abbey did it, I'm also going to do it. God should come for me. What if God does not come for you? You die in the process. Yeah. And you see, mentors are there to eradicate mistake. But we will be fools to learn from our own mistake if we don't learn from mentors. So that's why some of us who are like mentors to the youth, they look at us and learn from us. So what we have been through it, you don't need to go through this. I went through it because I need to go through it for you so that I don't go through it. So I use my life as a litmus paper for you to work on it and to actually come out from what you're going through.
Did you get married early to avoid these sexual temptations?
Probably. Let me use the word probably, because my mom,
you were not ready.
Of blessed memory, I'm coming. My mom of blessed memory is like a pivot in my getting married early. Because she said, God told her, sorry, that I have a calling on my life and I should get married because there are certain things that he has to do with me. And if I'm not married, it will be difficult for him to do it. When I got married, I had an opportunity to travel to tour in UK and Ireland. Before then, I was trying to travel because my dad was there. The last time I went to the embassy, I left my passport there. So I would say that some of the marriage opened a lot of doors for me. Because after my marriage, the music now opened for me to really realize what I actually knew my purpose that I could not miss. It was clear for me.
Did your past life have an impact on your marriage life?
In a way, because it's like you've gotten married to somebody who is a virgin, who doesn't understand your process of, you've had, like you've explored in a way. So the person doesn't really know that those things that, like she's like a novice when it comes to sex. So you have to now try to help her, take your time because she hasn't been been through what you've been through. But it all helped because I don't think that if the two of us were novice, we would have been able to survive.
What if she had already experienced it before?
She hadn't.
Everyone wants brand new, so brand new was good, right? Although you had to teach.
Brand new, but I mean, sometimes you can get somebody who is not a virgin, who is a virgin, but has read wide, has watched wide, or has listened wide, and they are experienced psychologically, but practically they are not experienced. So it also works. But this is somebody who is more like a dadaba, that kind of thing. So, but I mean, our experience that we have gone through, Bible says that all things work together for good to them that love and are called according to his purpose. I don't think that I would know God well if I had not been through what I'm going through. Probably if I had started from church without having that kind of valley experience where I would experience God for myself, I would be daring now to check whether is God real. And I don't think as at where I am now, if I try to do that, it won't help matters.
How did you choose your wife?
I went to minister somewhere with an a cappella group, and my wife came to serve us. So when she came to serve us, then we became friends. I was in university level 300 while she was in level 100.
In the same university?
No, I was in Central University. She was in Zenith.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started from friendship. She came to visit my church, and then she stayed. Yes, she stayed and started serving in the children's department. So then...
That's very true.
Yeah, that's that.
What's your take on tithing in this 21st century? Do you think it has outlived its relevance? Because like at some churches, you see pastors demanding that members bring in tithing, you bring in tithing and all that. What's your take about tithing in this 21st century?
God is the God of seasons and time. He doesn't change. His principles doesn't change. God never drops his standard to suit us. He brings us to his level so we can be in the same way. That is why his calling is a higher calling. And so the same God who was in the time of Abraham, in the time of Jesus, is the same God. Hebrews 13:8 says he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. His principle, precepts, rules does not change. He is a God of the 21st century. He doesn't drop his standard. Malachi chapter 3 says that you are cursed with a curse because you don't bring the tithes in the house. And that's the principle of God. Even though in the time of Jesus, You never see him tithing. You never see his disciples giving tithes. But he said he did not come to destroy the Old Testament, but to fulfill it. Tithing is a requirement from a Christian. It's a requirement. You should not be asked to do it. Out of love, you do it. If you don't do it, it's between you and your God. But don't feel, anytime you give out of grudginess, anytime you give out of memory, there's no blessing. Don't feel pressured by a pastor that if I don't give, my pastor will get angry, and that thing, there's no blessing. Anything you give that you don't give out of a cheerful heart, there's no blessing in it. So whether it's tithing, whether it's offering, whether it's helping somebody, you should give out of a cheerful heart. That's what I would say.
You should give out of a cheerful heart. Okay, we are still enjoying our moment with Minister Nat. We'll be back after the break with some icebreaker questions. We are going to get to the fun part of Minister Nat. Please stay. Yes, you're welcome back. This is still Ones to Watch right here, and we've gotten to the icebreaker question. We are going to ask certain questions. They are kind of bizarre, but we just want to bring the humor and the fun part of our guest. If you have an H on your butt, in your ear, and on your nose, which one would you attend to? Yeah. It's like bad itch. You really need to itch.
Come again.
Your butt.
Okay.
Your ear, inside your ear.
Okay.
And then on your nose.
At the same time?
Yeah, you pick one. Which one do you attend to first?
Maybe I should go on my nose.
Why your nose?
Because...
Do you know how it feels like to have an itch on your butt?
No, because I'm seated, so I can... I'm seated, so I can quickly do this. But with my nose, because it's connected to my throat, and I'm more careful about what goes in my throat, so I have to attend to it.
You were stubborn, right, growing up?
Stubborn is a relative word. It depends on where you're looking at it from.
In class?
Okay, in class I was stubborn a bit because I was sitting at the back. And always, my name is on the first list for the names of talkative. So,
what's one thing your teacher did you can never forget in your life?
We have a teacher, a Ghanaian teacher.
You were in a Ghanaian neighborhood, right?
No, but I'm saying we have a Ghanaian teacher, like a class. The class, you know, have lessons, Ghanaian French, pre-tech, and all those things. Okay. We had a Ghanaian teacher, and that guy, he can cane you forget your life. And he always come when there's name of talkative. He's the person to come, and my name is always on the first, number one. Either number one or number two, because I like talking in class. And one day he came, I was feeling sick. So that day I didn't really talk. Somebody asked me a question and I answered, and I was so like, you know that time when you feel sad, you don't know, you are just down. The guy called me. I got angry because I didn't really talk.
Yeah, for the first time you did the right thing.
They gave it to me 6 lashes. I will never forget it. And the way I was dancing and the client.
I wish you had a video.
they even gave me a nickname out of that.
What?
Ligon.
What is that?
Prey mantis, like a lizard. Ligon.
Yes, that green thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, you know, that's the fun part.
Aside being stubborn, were you intelligent in class?
I won't say I was intelligent, but I don't like learning. Rate your memory. But I don't like learning.
Rate your memory. 1 to 10. Rate how intelligent you were. 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I was 8. Because our year, we wrote 2002, we wrote the BEC twice. The first one when we wrote it, I got 6 once. The second one when we wrote it, it was a short time. I got 12.
Oh, wow.
So I don't like learning because I think I know. And that.
You're too self-conceited.
Maybe because yes I had everything. Maybe I had money disposal. So, but
do you think money spoils children?
Yes, it does. It spoiled me. So I think Now I'm training my children not to give them anything, even though I feel the pain sometimes.
By not giving them anything, what are you doing?
Everything, like everything.
You give them basic needs.
Basic things, but not everything they ask. You know, every child thinks that the father is rich. So it's like one day my daughter went to school and said that Junction Mall belongs to my father because I've been doing my events at Junction Mall. Can't just imagine.
How old is your eldest child?
5 years old.
Oh, okay. So if you had to choose between wearing your socks and your underpants, which one would you wear?
Underpants. I don't like wearing socks.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't like socks. I only have 2 socks in my life.
When you are alone, seated alone, and you're supposed to blurt out and do something, what would come to your mind?
Like I'm alone, and I'm supposed to do something.
Yeah, something, should I say crazy, nobody knows about? Do you try? What do you do?
Maybe I've never been alone.
Do you try?
Because I'm always my phone.
What's your highest pitch?
In music?
You sing, yeah.
My highest pitch?
Yeah.
C sharp.
Can we hear?
C sharp 3. Right now, no.
Yeah, now.
No.
No, now.
Because I should come from somewhere to get to my highest pitch. I wouldn't be able to get the C sharp 4 because I don't know which key I'm even singing now.
Which is your favorite gospel song?
My favorite gospel song is Never Would Have Made It by Marvin Sapp.
So give a line of it and let's see if we can hit that key.
Maybe, let me see.
Yeah.
Never would have made it. Never would have made it.
Wow. Okay.
It without you. I was lost and all, but still I'm here. Okay.
Amazing. That's amazing. And that's all for the icebreaker question. We'll be back after the break. Please stay with us. Yes, sir, you're welcome back. This is Still Wants to Watch. Minister Nat.
Yes, Anna.
What's your take on Nigerian gospel music and Ghanaian gospel music? It's like most of the Nigerian gospel music are making waves. Immediately they come out, it's just everywhere. But Ghanaian gospel music, you don't see how far they go. And usually there are just stories to it, like it's depicted poor. Is it that when it comes to Ghanaian gospel music, there should be an affiliation of poverty attached to it?
I think even an average Nigerian is assertive and very daring.
Ghanaians are not.
They have that charism. I've been to Nigeria twice, and the last visit was on a tour to Nigeria.
Before you continue, how was the reception?
Very good.
But you heard about Shatawale and Stonebwoy's reception in Nigeria?
Yes, because of the Wizkid kind of thing. And also because, you see, you can be in Ghana and do your music and think you're famous in Nigeria. But Nigeria market is bigger. Lagos population alone is Ghana's population. So if you think that, oh, you are big in Ghana, and you see sometimes you can be big in Accra, but not necessarily big in Kumasi. And so because we Ghanaians have that mentality, once you're hyped in Accra and hyped in the social media, then that's it. But I don't think that should be the settled
Let's
point.
go back to comparing the Nigerian music.
Nigerian gospel music is making headways in Ghana, but Ghanaian gospel music is not making headways in Nigeria. I was shocked when I went to Nigeria and I never heard some of these hit songs that Ghanaians have recorded in Ghana. They are not being played. But in Ghana, even at a mall, at public place, they play Nigerian songs because Ghana's system is poor. Our system of appreciation, our own, is poor. And I'll say it because I'm on a Ghana musician platform, and I kept saying this, that if we Ghanaians don't know how to appreciate our own, Nigerians will flounder the market. And I'm not saying this with some kind of hate that what Nigerians are doing is wrong, but the issue is that their music is not so different from ours. Their music is not so, they add their local language. We add our local language as well. Their music videos they shoot. If you take songs from famous films, songs from even Mr. Vincent Toby's videos that he shot, he has shot other Ghanaian artist song and he has shot Nigerian artist song. The difference is promotion. The difference is promotion. So that's why some of us, we decided that this year we're not going to do reggae nights. Because we decided that this time we're going to promote, and not only in Ghana, but Nigeria. Because the issue is that Nigerians are not only promoting their song in Nigeria, but they are coming to Ghana. But Ghanaians are not doing it. They're just promoting their song here. They don't even play on nation TV in Nigeria.
What's your take on playing 80% Ghanaian song and 20% Nigerian song?
You see, the issue is this. If you have 100 songs and 80 is Nigerian and 20 is Ghanaian, definitely you will play more of the 80.
But there are a lot of Ghanaian songs that can make up the 80% we are talking about. It
depends on the program that you're looking at. There's a drive time. There are certain things that the TV station needs. There are certain times you can't play a particular song, and if you look at, you scout in the song and maybe you want a danceable song, and in that in the TV station, the pool of music they have, the videos they have, the danceable ones are more of Nigerian oriented because they are promoting it.
So do you think Ghanaian artists or musicians are not really making good music? Or
no, they are making good music, but the issue is that they are not sending it around. They are not sending it around enough to places that ought to be heard. You see, because the issue is this. The reason why a TV station will play Emailer is because other TV stations are playing it. So if you take maybe the prime TV stations that are playing Emailer, the ones which are not known, for them to get known, they have to play the song which are hit. Are you getting me? So if you target the stronger TV stations and they are playing your song, the ones which are not too known, they will start looking for your song. They also look at presence on social media. They look at presence on YouTube. Are you getting me? So it's something that some of us have sat back and watched, studied, and want to go according to it.
And how is it going for you? You've got 2 albums, right?
Yes.
Two albums. And
yes.
How is it going?
It's not being as I want, but I think that
why?
Because of the promotional aspect, because some of it is more.
People are not sponsoring.
Yes, kind of. The reason why I use the word kind of is people really sponsor projects, not events. You're doing an outreach missions, when we are going to the north to witness to souls and those, you get people to sponsor. I get me. We are doing the reggae nights for that particular event, they sponsor. But if you want somebody to, let's say, okay, give me money to shoot a video to sell to you, the person will sponsor. Unless you have partners, as you have people who really love your ministry, and maybe you have 100 people, and it's okay, every month you're going to send me 50 CDs every month. For the next 1 year, you can do something. But where you don't have partners and you have to sometimes raise money from yourself, shooting a good video, plus and minus 10K, 15K. And then you need the exact amount of money or more of it to promote it. And not just a month, but you need a minimum of 3 months to get a good hit.
How are Ghanaians accepting your music?
Everyone has a field. And I believe that with my specialties into the gospel reggae, I would not call myself as the best, but among the best.
Who do you see as a competitor?
I don't see competition, I see as completion. Depends on the eye you're looking. Maybe the person will see as I'm a competitor.
But you don't see anyone you think, oh, okay, this person is close to what I'm doing.
I guess Brimpon is doing reggae. I am doing reggae, even though I started gospel reggae. First ever gospel reggae.
You started gospel
reggae? Yes, 2013.
Reggae. So did you think those doing it now sort of copied from you?
Everybody has what they want to do. I guess he recorded Crazy Love, not a reggae album, but a reggae song. And through that, I wouldn't say he decided to, but maybe he felt he has it. I can see as a reggae artist, but I see myself more as a versatile person. I have songs on worship, I have songs on praise, I have songs on reggae. So he's not really more like somebody I look at like somebody doing the same thing. When it comes to reggae, I guess he's doing it. I have a reggae song. When it comes to praises, I've done praises. Joe Meta has praises. Francis Amon has praises. When it comes to worship, Pastor Isaiah has worship. I also have worship. So I'm versatile.
Do you get a lot of shows to play at?
On an average in a month, if I don't get that to at least 4 every weekend.
But there are others who get like quite a lot.
It depends. You can go for 1 gig and then it's more than somebody's 5 gig.
Your songs that you write, they are inspired from?
Yes, some from the scriptures, some melodies that sometimes pastor is preaching, you can just come.
And I know you like all your songs, but which one is your favorite among songs?
My favorite song is Narrow Way.
Can we hear Narrow Way?
Walking with you and this path in this world, the narrow, narrow way. I'm walking with you and this path, oh, in this world, as the narrow, narrow way. It may not be that easy, easy. Sometimes it's this, it may be this, it may not be that easy, but I'm not ready to take that walk with you.
What's the story behind that song?
The story behind it is my mom was sick. I was believing God for a miracle. I fasted, prayed, done everything I could. My mom wasn't getting healed. I nearly gave up on my calling God because everything I had to do, living right, praying, fasting, giving offering, took her to prayer camps, everything. At the end of the day, my mom had to die. But just now, I came across the scriptures which says that broad is the way that leads to destruction and narrow is the gate that leads to salvation, and few are those that you find them. And I just realized that the walk we are, the Christian walk, is a struggle walk. It's not easy. And for you to follow God, it means that there are a lot of juicy and tempting things that will come your way. But because you know what you want to achieve, the ultimate is heaven.
What's your take on church that are making money? Churches that are become businesses right now. What's your take? Do you think they should be liable to tax?
A church should not be liable to tax.
Why?
The workers should be liable to tax.
The workers in the church should be liable to tax?
Not the church, because the monies we bring are already taxed. So that will be double tax. My salary has been taxed, and out of it I give tithes. If you are taxing, it's a double taxing.
Do you think artists in Ghana, gospel artists, are pressured to live a holy life?
Pressured?
Yeah, to live a holy life.
It should be your natural life. Gospel as a musician. Because the thing is a calling. If you are called, your life should be an example. You are the light of the world.
Christiana Love had an issue. And people were criticizing her and all that. You are a woman of God, you should live a holy life. Do you think a lot of pressure is being placed on them to live a holy life?
The reason why I'm saying this is because, you see, when it comes to marriage issue, you know, pastors have challenge. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. When you go to Israel, when you read the Hebrew Bible, it never said that a man should marry one wife. Never. Never said. It's in titles that it said if you want to be a bishop or a pastor, you have to be a man of one wife.
So any man can, if a Christian man can marry more than one wife?
If that is what you believe in. If that is what you believe in.
You're saying
you can take care of them.
It's the word of God. So
what I'm saying is that, no, I'm saying that if that is what you believe in.
And what is said in the word.
Listen, I made a reference to something.
Yes.
I said in the Hebrew Bible.
Yes.
When you go to Israel, they've never said in the Hebrew Bible that you should marry one wife.
So you are saying if you can take care of them, you should go ahead?
Abraham, how many wives? Sarah, after Sarah died, Abraham got married and gave birth to other sons. David. Bible says that David was a man after God's heart. You see, let me tell you something. The Bible even says that it will get to the last days, the woman will say that, just put your name on us. Put your name on us. That will be called according to your name. The issue about marriage is that if you're a Christian, you put yourself in the position of being the light of the world. Do you understand what I mean? If you're a Christian, you put yourself as being the light of the world. So the world is looking at you for them to live that kind of life that God has asked them to live. So if you are struggling, doesn't mean that you can't come out of it. You are struggling. The person is beating you, the person is cheating on you, the person is doing all those things that you can't stay. And it's going to affect your salvation. Even the Bible says that
so if
your hand would let you go
cut
to
it off.
Yes.
So you can walk out.
You can walk out. Seriously. You can walk out. If you can stay alone, that's it.
Anyway.
Except for fornication and adultery. You can't marry any other person.
Right. What's your take on this? There are gospel artists who have featured secular musicians. Tasha Cobbs has featured Nicki Minaj before. Nasi has featured Guru before. Does that cease to make that song a gospel music, or do you think it's just a way of getting the music to be bought? Because those people, you see, they've got the crowd, they move the crowd. So if I feature Sarkodie has got a following, and he probably put me on his Instagram page that watch out my music with Minister Nat and all that. Do you think that those kind of collaboration, those songs that come out are gospel songs? And then do you think that it's a way to get the songs to be sold or popular?
What makes a gospel song is lyrics, focus, purpose. If your lyrics has to talk about God, two, if your focus is God, if the purpose of doing the song is to win people to God, it doesn't matter the genre in which it is. It's a gospel song. Or whoever is singing it. What is secular music? Secular music, that we say is secular music, for me, there are songs that I would call secular music as songs that will lure people to sing. And not songs that would cause you to think. There are certain songs that will cause you to think. CCTV. I don't see that song as a secular song. Even though it was recorded, song. Yes, even though it was recorded by somebody who's seen as a secular guy.
So you don't see
but I know King Promise. I know him so well.
Would you like to have a music with him?
Why not? No, you see, the issue is this. If we are the light of the world, our relevance is seen in darkness. My ministry is not to the church. My ministry is to the world. How do I win somebody who is a fan of King Promise? How do? That's why I said, if my focus is to, maybe because I want King Promise to put my name on his Instagram page so that I can get followers, then the purpose of the song is already wrong. But if my purpose is to make sure that I collaborate with him and bring somebody who will not naturally listen to my kind of song, because I'm not featuring, if it's with King Promise, they will always listen to it. And because I want to target some of his audience to bring them to Christ, then that song is a good song.
So you don't mind featuring all
I can feature Shatta Wale.
Right.
On a reggae song. I don't mind.
So Shatta and Stonebwoy, which one do you prefer to feature?
I like Stonebwoy.
Like Stonebwoy, yes. But you can...
I like Shatta too. But the reason why I like Stonebwoy is because of the reggae I do. But Stonebwoy is more rich when it comes to
better than
Reggae.
Shatta Wale.
For me, that is.
Stonebwoy is better than
Yes,
Shatta
but
Wale.
when it comes to business oriented, Shatta has more business skills than Stonebwoy.
That's why you want to feature with him.
No, not really like not really like with the business. As I said, I can. I didn't say I will.
Anyway, a couple of months ago, you know this guy Erico from TV3 Mentor.
Yeah.
He made a statement that Marco Kreku advised him to do high life and not gospel, and he didn't listen to him and has regretted now after he has brought out a couple of musics already. Do you think that it is tough in the gospel music industry for him to have said he regrets doing gospel music and wished he had listened to Marco Kreko?
I'll quote OJ's word. There's a reason why God made a head bigger than a mouth. Do you know why? Because you must think before you say. The reason why I used that I borrowed OJ's word was because when that statement came on social media, OJ said the head it's exonerated from a lot of torrential hostilities if the mouth knows how to control itself. For you to say you have regretted means that you were doing that because of money. But we don't do gospel music because of money. The gospel music that we do is a calling. If you do it because of money, you have missed it. Better do. I'm telling you. See, this thing that we are doing is like the word against the world. You are preaching, it's like you're a minister of God. You must go through tough time for God himself to bless you. I'm telling the truth. If God opens door for you, it doesn't matter whether you're doing high life or gospel, you will hit. You can do high. Eriko could have done high life and still not hit, because it's God that blesses. So
those doing secular music and they are making waves, it is God that's blessing.
There's some people can use other means.
Shatawale is being blessed by God. Stoneboy is blessed by God.
I can't say whether they are being blessed by God. I can't say. Maybe for you, you see, we'll be shocked. Bible says that we'll be shocked on the day of judgment. That what maybe Stoneboy is preaching is actually the gospel. And through him, other people have come back to Christ. And somebody who is a Christian, who you think is doing a Christian song, is actually going to a Malam for his song to be famous.
Okay.
So sometimes it's God is the one who judges. I leave judgment for him. But from my perspective, I think that if for Eriko to have said that he regrets, means that the purpose for which he was even doing it for us was wrong. Because for me, I wouldn't see myself
You've never regretted pursuing this?
Never. Do you know why? Because the number of lives that have been saved through my music are countless.
So you're doing it to harvest souls for Christ.
That is
and
the
not
first
more
thing.
About the money.
No, that's the
money is
thing.
second.
You see, seek ye first the kingdom of God, Matthew 6:33, and all other things. Let me tell you the truth. When I first traveled outside the country, was God who connected me. And through that person, I went to Nigeria for the first time, 2017. And this year, I went to Nigeria to tour Nigeria. Without my money, God made it possible. If you put your trust in God, he will make it happen. It doesn't matter who is going. That's why I said, I don't look at my music and life with what somebody is doing. Before Jometo became Jometo, somebody was there. His period will pass away. There will be a Nat Abbey period. So God works in seasons. I'm not in there. So
Jometo will pass and you come into the ministry.
No, I'm not saying that.
Is he blocking some of you?
No, not really. What I'm saying is that the reason why I use the word not really is because, you see, if you see him as your competitor, that's when you see it as him blocking you. But when you see it as God working in seasons and time, he is in his season. I might not be in my season. Right now, Jometo is everywhere. His season, before he came to the limelight, somebody was there. There was a time for New Kind, there was a time for Danineti, there was a time for Kwesi Otin. Jometo's time is here. Who knows? Who's the next?
You are the next. His season will pass. Huh?
Yes.
But he's winning awards concurrently.
It doesn't matter. You see, you can win awards. I mean, how many awards?
Artist of the Year last year was just a big deal.
Yes. The issue is this. He's winning awards. He's making impact.
It's because he's been recognized.
Yes, because God has opened the door for him. He can't say that.
When God opens the door,
yes, no one can close
it. So you think the God that opens it will close it on Jometo?
No, it's not God closing it on him.
It's Ghanaians.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe that God. You see, when God does something, it's forever.
Right. So he might stay forever.
It's not in my power to say so. No.
Do you intend taking over from Jometo?
I don't see him as a relay. I don't see it as a relay, a marathon relay that he has to finish. And I'll be waiting for him to finish before he gives to me.
But you wouldn't mind being in that position he is right now, although you're doing well yourself?
I don't see that as an ultimate.
You're looking for more?
I don't see being recognized by more like an award scheme as the ultimate for my goal.
He's been doing what he's doing way back before he started getting the recognition.
Yes, that's it. The issue is that recognition, even in terms of awards, is not everything to God. The opening doors that I'm talking about, where I say God opened the door, is the fact that whatever he was doing, which people were not seeing and appreciating, I'm not talking about award. Now he does it, and people, it will shock you that some of the songs that he's bringing out that is making a lot of people go hey. It's the song that he has written years back. You get it? That's why I'm saying that in the dark season or in the night season, you doing so much, but people don't see it because it's in the night. But when it's in the day, the lights will shine.
You don't have much time.
I know, right?
Has signaled me. But before you go, you don't just listen to only gospel music. I'm sure you listen to certain secular music.
I do listen to reggae music a lot.
Just reggae?
Jamaican
reggae music?
Jamaican reggae.
Stonebwoy.
I listen to Stonebwoy.
So I see Minister Nat in the sky, and he's like, Bafira.
No. I'm choosy.
But then
one of Stonebwoy's song is one of my favorite songs that I like so much from Stonebwoy. It's not a gospel song, but to people, but to me it's a gospel song. Boo, 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 who shall I be if not by the Most High, who keep on blessing and
other people,
like a tree by the riverside. I listen to Sizzla, I listen to Tyrus Raleigh, I listen to Morgan Heritage. I watch Chronics, his live show after Blondie. I watch, like, I don't believe in, let's say, okay, well, this music is from a secular artist who is demonic. I don't believe in that.
Yes, there's this criticism that if you're a Christian or you're into Christian stuff, just the light has nothing to do with the darkness. That is
true. You see,
so
the issue is
you should
do you know
be
that
soaked in it.
In Romans chapter 14 talks about food, but it also has to do with worship. It says that don't eat a particular food that will let your brother full. But if you have strength enough to eat from the altar that is being given to a shrine, if that's what your faith tells you, let no man judge you. Somebody's faith is telling him to eat vegetables. Another person's faith is telling him to eat maybe
you're
meat.
Justifying why it's not wrong to listen to secular music if you want to.
If I feel that I wouldn't do that in the public.
You're hiding.
Yes, because it will let somebody hate. It will let somebody sin. You will cause somebody to sin.
You are not sinning for listening, but
if
someone
I listen,
else
maybe
would sin
I'm coming.
because
That's
they know you as a gospel artist.
Now, what do you call secular music? Let's go back again. I said I'm choosy with the songs I listen to, even though it's come from those we call secular artists. I'm very choosy. I listen to Stonebwoy song, but not everything. I listen to Shatta, but not everything. There's no Christian in Ghana here who would ever tell you they have never listened to any of these secular songs before. If they don't even listen to it intentionally, they will sit in a car. They will be passing somewhere. How would you classify that?
You can just incline your ears to not listen.
Let me tell you something. Rhythm and beats are God-oriented. The person who is singing, the focus, the message, and the purpose is what makes it secular. There's no genre that comes from the world. Every genre comes from God, even rock music.
Wow, amazing. What do you guys think? Every genre comes from God. Well, that's all for Once to Watch right here on VNTV, and it's been amazing with Minister Nat. He's just said a lot of things. He's made a lot of revelation, and we are doing this so we can learn something and get to know those that we listen to their songs, and we listen to his songs a lot, and it's been very interactive and fun. Don't forget that this was sponsored by Urban Clothing. They've got the best original watches, sneakers, caps, trousers, shirts, long sleeves, whatever it is, all the designer wears and the brands from across the world. They've got it all. For any occasions, they are ready for you. Their numbers are 023-682-2499 or 024-114-2503 and 027-276 1229. They are located on the Spintex Road, opposite Adum Plaza, and you can as well find them at the Bachelor Total Filling Station, opposite VNTV inside King Solomon's Heights. I've had a nice time, and it's been amazing, and it's been wonderful, and I hope you did too. This is still VNTV. We'll catch you same time next week. My name is Tinyab Mobia.